Good morning, everyone. My name is Michael Lee. I'm actually presenting today about in Canada PGWP application. So we are going through the process, how to get to your checklist for your in Canada post-graduation work permit application. So I will close my camera for the purpose of the presentation. So you have completed your studies, given yourself a big applause for coming this far. Your hard work, determination, and perseverance have paid off. This is a major milestone. Please do celebrate it. Um, so applying for PGWP in Canada considerations. First of all, keep in mind your study permit invalidity. Your study permit become invalid upon the first to occur of the following. So 90 days after you complete your studies, on the expiration date listed on your study permit. So keep in mind, submitting the PGWP application, if applying inside Canada, you should apply for the PGWP within 90 days of completing your studies. Study permit status when applying, you should apply before your study permit become invalid. You must restore your student status, pay additional fees when you apply for the PGWP if you apply with an expired study permit inside Canada. So next step, I'm going to go through how to answer your questions in your IRCC secure account. We're not going to go through all the questions, but the important questions to get to your checklist. So here is the page that you can see in your IRCC secure account. We're going to start an application by click apply to come to Canada. And then you will see the next page, visitor visa, study and work permit. We're going to go forward. So this is the document checklist without a family member. So we are going to go through this first. So what could you like to do in Canada is work. How long are you planning to stay in Canada? Is more than 6 months. Select the code, match one of your passport. I choose the Vietnam for the demonstration purposes. What is your current country or territory of residence? If you're presently in Canada, you should select Canada. So this is an in Canada PGWP application. So make sure you're physically in Canada, then you're able to apply. Do you have a family member who is a Canadian citizen or permanent resident and is 18 years or older? So that depends on your situation, and please input your birthday as well. So there are some other questions in between, but we're not going to go through all of them. Like I said, there are some of them is really confusing. So for you to apply for your PGWP, do you plan to work on campus? Is no. Um, and there are some other confusing questions. Are you a full-time student um, at a participating post-secondary institution and want to work off campus up to 20 hours per week? This question is no. Have you recently graduated from a participating Canadian post-secondary institution for which your study program was full-time and a minimum of 8 months? Yes. Is your work an essential part of your studies? So this is no, because you graduated from your program. And so there are questions here. So depending on your situation, have you been told by IRCC that you are approved in principle for permanent resident in Canada? So I choose no just for the demonstration purposes. If you are, then please say yes. Have you submitted a permanent resident application in Canada? Depending on your situation again. If you do, please say yes, but here for the demonstration purposes is no. Do you have a written job offer? So for this question, it's really confusing. I know some of the students already got a job offer before they graduate. Even you do have a job offer, if it's not supported by LMIA, is a labor market impact assessment, you will say no here. So make sure you understand this question. Even if you have a job offer, but if it's not supported by a LMIA, it's not. So you have to answer no for this question. So after you're filling all the eligibility questions, you will see options here. So we are going for the postgraduate work permit in Canada. So there are more questions following. So the question now, have you had a medical exam performed by an IRCC authorized panel physician, doctor, within the last 12 months? So, depending on your situation, if you have done a medical exam in the past 5 years and you're applying in Canada, you can say yes to this question and attach your old e-medical form to remove the conditions on your PGWP. So you will not have restrictions for occupation in your PGWP if you attach your old e-medical form, which you have done within the last 5 years. As you can see, I attached the public policy. Here's a screenshot. So if you meet the conditions, you're able to, get a no restriction PGWP work permit. And a medical exam is needed before you submit your application for foreign nationals if you are working in those fields. So if you are and you haven't done a medical exam in the past 5 years, you do have to do medical exam. So either you can do it an upfront medical exam, or you do a medical exam once IRCC asks you to do one. So if you're working, in these jobs, so make sure you do an upfront medical exam, or you say yes to this question, and IRCC will request you to do one. So after answer all the eligibility questions, you're able to see the checklist. So the checklist involves IMM 5710 for the main application form, passport digital photo, recent education transcript, and completion of study letter. There are Schedule 1, which if you're applying in Canada, you do not require to fill in this form. The client information, if you have any additional documentation, you are able to submit it into your client information. So keep in mind, there is no designated spot for your language test. So your language test results should be attached into the client information. Again, your language test results will be attached in your client information. So next slides is applying for PGWP in Canada with family members. So your family members' eligibility to apply for a spousal open work permit depends on whether you are on a pathway or have already applied for permanent residence, which means the principal applicant. The principal applicant is the student applying for PGWP. And it depends on what type of job offer you have in Canada. So any high-skilled occupation in Tier 0 or 1, selected high-skill occupation in Tier 2, and selected high-skill occupation in Tier 3. So make sure you understand the eligibility. So the student who is applying for the PGWP will need a job offer for your spouse to be eligible for the spousal open work permit. So here is how to get the document checklist with family members. So, of course, you need to declare in your eligibility questions that you are married. And when asked, do you want to submit an application for a family member? You will say yes for this question. Um, and it will come the following question. If you're submitting an application for more than one family member, please start with your spouse or a common law partner. And you're able to see there are some questions related to your family member. What is your family member's current immigration status in Canada? So depending on the situation, you can select the visitor um, and student or worker, depending on your spouse situation. And what does your family member want to do in Canada? Because we are applying for a work permit, so the purpose is work. Does your family member want to restore their status in Canada? So if their status is, you know, expired within 90 days, they can restore their status in Canada. So make sure you answer the question accordingly, depending on your situation. Has your family member had a medical exam performed by an IRCC authorized panel physician within the last 12 months? So this question is the same for your situation. If your family member done medical exam within the last 5 years, they can use the old medical results to get a non-restricted spousal open work permit. Um, if they haven't and they work in certain occupations, they do need to do an upfront medical exam to remove the conditions on the work permit. If they work in healthcare with minor children and those occupations. There are some questions in between. And if you want to, let's say, apply for your other family members, let's say your children, you will say yes again and then add them in the application. So, and also there is an important question to clarify. When you're using your account to apply for your family members, you do have to choose the question. Um, are you giving someone access to your application? You will say yes. Both appoint a representative and grant authorization to IRCC to release information to another person. So that's basically what you have to click. And also, did your representative give you a submission letter? This question you can say no because you're not a paid representative. So after completing all your eligibility questions with you and your family member, you will able to see the checklist. So the main application form is IMM 5710 for the principal applicant, which is the student applying for the PGWP. And you will see passport digital photo, recent education transcript, completion of studies letter, IMM 5713, IMM 5476, and also IMM 5475, because those are the forms you need to fill in if you're submitting it with your family member, and also the marriage license or certificate. And for family members, there are not much documents you require. So it's only the application IMM 5710 and the passport. So, and also, of course, Schedule 1 and client information. So just keep in mind, due to the fact the spouse checklist is short, so make sure you attach the marriage certificate and proof of principal applicant's job offer, the student applying for PGWP, a letter a job contract from the principal applicant's employer that shows employment details, occupation, description of duties, the knock and tier category. Um, their job is classified. This is recommended as well. So if, let's say, the principal applicant doesn't really have a job offer, so the spouse or common law partner is able to apply for a visitor status in Canada rather than a spousal open work permit. So that will be the alternative. So yeah, this is will be the whole session. And thank you.